Normandy this year, the 80th anniversary, quite an extraordinary event and very moving at times. When you see the numbers of people that just want to speak to the veterans, to shake their hands, to thank them, it's quite moving. When you listen to what they've been through in some of the stories, it just takes your breath away. We truly owe that generation such an incredible debt of gratitude for what they did. My name's Ian Parsons and I'm the Secretary of the Taxi Charity for Military Veterans. The Taxi Charity is essentially run by London cab drivers. In the main, we have a committee of 10 and we rely entirely on our cab driver colleagues who volunteer their time and their vehicles to us free of charge. And that enables us to organise trips and events that we take veterans on, such as commemorating D-Day, for instance, or travelling back to Normandy and Arnhem. We rely on the drivers to pick veterans up from their homes and take them with us all the way there and stay, look after the veterans and bring veterans and everybody safely home. Couldn't do it without the London cab trade behind us, simply impossible.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Ian. When did you start driving a London cab?
I started in 1989. I got my, what they did the knowledge, and I got my green badge, and I've been working as a cab driver for over 30 years.
What made you want to become involved with the Taxi Charity? What was your motivation to do that?
I tell you what motivated me. Funnily enough, it was going to the Tower of London, seeing all the poppies in the moat, and that reminded me of the trip I'd done with the Taxi Charity as a driver earlier that year. And so I made some inquiries about joining the Taxi Charity, and there was a vacancy on the committee, and the secretary at the time invited me to join. I very much enjoy the veterans, being with them, listening to their stories, quite breathtaking sometimes, but they're also great fun to be with. When you watch them together, and you see the sort of enjoyment that they get out of the trip, that gives me, and I know it gives all my fellow drivers the same sort of satisfaction. When I went over for the 75th anniversary of D-Day, it was literally on the 6th of June 2019, and we were having lunch in Amfreville. The mayor had given us the village hall, and as we arrived in our fleet of cabs, all the school children had come out to meet us and to wave to the veterans. And we went inside, and I found out that they were waiting for us to leave. So they were waiting for about 2 hours outside so they could wave as we left. So I called the children in. I said, no, come on in. And so they all came in and they stood on a big stage behind us. And they started singing the national anthems, and we got the veterans in front of them and started taking photographs. So it was a delightful moment. But then I discovered that one of our veterans who was there had actually liberated that village. You take a step back from it and you think, my God, if it wasn't for this man and all those who were with him, then these children and their parents and their grandparents and probably great-grandparents, wouldn't have been there. We will obviously do all we can to continue to support our World War II veterans for as long as we can, and we're needed to do that. Whilst the big anniversaries are clearly coming to an end, if we can help by taking a few back to the Netherlands or to Normandy to mark a particular anniversary, we certainly will. Thank you to the Veterans Foundation for the very generous donation. It is extremely important to us. Money raised this way through grants, it helps us organise and plan ahead. You can't, book trips and events if you don't know the money's in the bank. So it is an enormous help to us to get grants from organisations and charities such as the Veterans Foundation. I think those who play the Veterans Lottery, they know the great causes that the money goes to, the money's raised for. Firstly, good luck and thank you for playing. If you would like to support charities like the Taxi Charity for Military Veterans, please play the Veterans Lottery.